If you think you need to spend $20,000 to get a reliable sedan, you're already losing money. Because right now, in the used market, there are mid-size sedans under $10K that can easily go 200,000 miles or more, if you know exactly which ones to pick and which ones to avoid. And here's the catch. Some of these cars are absolutely bulletproof, while others look like a great deal, until they hit you with a $3,000 repair bill out of nowhere. In this video, I'm breaking down 6 mid-size sedans that actually last, including the best years to buy, the common problems to watch out for, and who each car is really for. Let's start with one that most people overlook, but really shouldn't. Let's start with the Subaru Legacy. And this is one that flies under the radar, but makes a lot of sense for a very specific type of buyer. The big reason people choose the Legacy is simple. You're getting standard all-wheel drive, which is something almost no other mid-size sedan in this price range offers. That alone makes it a great option if you live in areas with snow, rain, or rough weather, and it gives the car a more planted, confident feel on the road compared to front-wheel drive competitors. In terms of reliability, the 2.5L flat-4 engine is generally solid if it's been maintained properly, and many of these can push well past 200,000 miles. But this is not a just change the oil and forget it type of car. The biggest watch-out here is the CVT transmission. If the fluid hasn't been serviced regularly, that's where things can get expensive. You also want to keep an eye on wheel bearings and suspension components, especially on higher mileage examples. The sweet spot years are around 2013 to 2017. That's where you get a more refined interior, better safety tech, and fewer of the older Subaru issues. Earlier models aren't terrible, but they don't feel as solid overall. As for trims, most people will be perfectly fine with the 2.5i. No need to chase anything more complicated if your goal is long-term reliability. So who is this car really for? This is perfect for someone who deals with bad weather regularly and wants something safer and more stable than the typical Camry or Accord, without jumping into SUV territory. Just make sure you're buying one with a solid maintenance history, because with this car, that makes all the difference. Now, if you want something with a more premium feel for the money, the next one might surprise you. Next up is the Kia Optima. And this one is all about getting the most car for your money. Because for under $10K, the Optima gives you a much more modern design, a nicer interior, and a smoother ride than most people expect in this price range. It's one of those cars that feels newer than it actually is, which is exactly what a lot of buyers are looking for. Now, when it comes to reliability, this is where you need to be a little more careful. The 2.4L engine is the one you'll find in most of these, and while many owners have had solid experiences, there are known issues, especially related to engine failures in certain years. The good news is that a lot of these cars were covered under recalls and extended warranties, so the key here is making sure that recall work has already been done. If it has, you can actually end up with a very good deal. Big watchouts? Engine history is everything. You want records, you want proof, and if possible, you want a pre-purchase inspection. Also, avoid pushing toward the turbo models if your goal is long-term reliability. They're fun, but they add complexity and risk. The best years to look at are around 2014 to 2016. That's where you get a solid balance of updated styling, good features, and still stay within budget. These cars are everywhere on the market, which also helps keep parts and repairs relatively affordable. So who should buy the Optima? This is for someone who wants a comfortable, good-looking daily driver that feels newer than the price suggests and is willing to do a little extra homework before buying. If you pick the right one, it can be a great value. If you don't, it can go the other way pretty quickly. Now let's move into something much more proven, and a name everyone already trusts. Now we're getting into the Honda Accord, and honestly, This is one of the safest picks you can make in this entire segment. The Accord has built a reputation over decades for one simple reason: it just keeps going. And when you're shopping under $10K, that kind of consistency matters a lot. The sweet spot here is the 2013 to 2017 models, especially with the 2.4L four-cylinder engine. That setup is known for being extremely durable, and it can easily push past 200,000 miles with basic maintenance. It's also one of the best driving cars in this category. More responsive, better steering feel, and overall just more engaging than most of its competitors. Now, there are a couple things to pay attention to. If you're looking at CVT models, maintenance history is key. These transmissions can last, but only if the fluid has been changed regularly. Also, some earlier models had minor issues with starters and brake wear, but nothing major compared to what you see in less reliable cars. One thing a lot of people do is go straight for the V6. But if your goal is long-term reliability and lower ownership costs, the four-cylinder is the smarter move. It's simpler, cheaper to maintain, and still more than enough for daily driving. So who is the Accord for? This is for someone who wants a no-nonsense, do-it-all sedan that's comfortable, reliable, and still enjoyable to drive. It's not the cheapest option up front, but it's one of the smartest long-term buys you can make. And now, let's talk about the car that might be even more reliable and even harder to kill. That brings us to the Toyota Camry. And if the Accord is the safe choice, the Camry is the ultra-safe choice. This is the car people buy when they don't want to think about repairs, surprises, or anything going wrong for a very long time. The best range here is 2012 to 2017, especially with the 2.5L four-cylinder engine. This is one of the most proven engines in the used car market, and it's not uncommon to see these cars go well beyond 250,000 miles with basic maintenance. It's smooth, predictable, and just does exactly what it's supposed to do every single day. Now, in terms of driving experience, it's not the most exciting car on this list, but that's not the point. The Camry is all about consistency. It's quiet, comfortable, and extremely easy to live with. And in this price range, that's exactly what a lot of buyers are looking for. Watch-outs are minimal, but not zero. Some models had minor issues with torque converters or water pumps over time, and like any high-mileage car, you'll want to check suspension wear. But compared to most competitors, these are small things. If you're considering the V6, just know it's powerful and still reliable, but it will cost more to maintain. For most people, the four-cylinder is the smarter, more efficient choice. So who should buy the Camry? This is for someone who wants maximum reliability with minimum effort. If your priority is avoiding headaches and just having a car that works every single day, this is hard to beat. Now, let's switch things up a bit, because the next one brings a completely different feel to the table. Next up is the Volkswagen Passat, and this one is a bit different from everything we've talked about so far. The reason people are drawn to the Passat is simple. It has that European feel. The ride is smoother. The cabin feels more upscale than you'd expect for the price. And overall, it just feels a little more refined on the road. Now, if you're looking at this car for long-term reliability, engine choice matters a lot. The one you want is the 2.5L five-cylinder paired with the traditional automatic transmission, especially in the 2013 to 2015 range. That setup is known to be much more durable than the turbo options. If you start going into turbocharged engines, you're adding complexity, and that's where ownership can get expensive over time. As for reliability, the 2.5L isn't perfect, but it's actually one of the more solid engines Volkswagen has made. These cars can go well over 200,000 miles if maintained properly. The bigger concern with the Passat tends to be electrical issues and smaller components. things that won't necessarily leave you stranded, but can become annoying and add up in cost. So the watch-outs here are clear. Avoid neglected cars, check for any electrical quirks, and make sure everything works as it should. Windows, infotainment, sensors, all of it. Because fixing those little things on a German car is rarely cheap. Who is this car for? This is for someone who wants something that feels a bit more premium and refined than the typical Camry or Accord, but still wants to stay under that $10K budget. You're trading a bit of long-term simplicity for a better driving experience. And finally, let's close with one of the most underrated sedans on this entire list. And finally, we have the Mazda 6, and this is easily one of the most underrated sedans in this entire segment. Because while most people go straight to Camry or Accord, the Mazda 6 quietly delivers a combination that's hard to beat. Reliability, driving feel, and a surprisingly premium interior for the price. The sweet spot here is the 2014 to 2017 models with the 2.5L engine and a traditional automatic transmission. This setup has proven to be very reliable over time, and unlike some competitors, you're not dealing with a CVT or overly complex turbo systems in most of these cars. That simplicity plays a big role in keeping long-term ownership costs down. But where the Mazda 6 really stands out is how it drives. Steering is sharper, the car feels more connected to the road, and overall, it just feels more engaging than almost anything else in this price range. At the same time, the interior is clean, modern, and feels a step above what you'd expect for under $10K. Watch-outs are relatively minor, but still important. You'll want to check for suspension wear on higher mileage cars and keep an eye on routine maintenance history. Also, while build quality is good, it's not quite at Toyota or Honda levels when it comes to long-term abuse, so maintenance matters here. So who should buy the Mazda 6? This is for someone who wants reliability but doesn't want to drive something boring. It's the smart pick if you care about how the car feels behind the wheel without sacrificing long-term dependability. And when you look at all 6 of these options together, you start to realize something important. You don't need to spend big money to get a car that lasts. So here's the bottom line. You don't need a big budget to get a car that lasts. The difference between a smart buy and a money pit usually comes down to knowing the right years, the right engine, and making sure the car was actually maintained. Do that right, and hitting 200,000 miles isn't rare. It's expected. Now, I want to hear from you. If you had $10K to spend today, what would you pick? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe.